everybody, it's Jen. Welcome back to Joyful Living. Welcome to my linen closet reorganization video. This is a video that I did a while ago on the channel, and as happens to many of us, our lives have changed since I did that video, and my linen closet had become kind of a dumping ground. It wasn't working for us anymore. It definitely needed a clean out and a good old-fashioned strategic session to figure out what should go in there and how best to store it. So I'm going to share with you the before and after, even though it makes me have pain. We're going to talk about my brand new flow chart that I'm using to help me organize all of the spaces in my home. And I'm going to make some suggestions for some things that you can do in your home so that your linen closet, this very prime, high-end real estate, can work, function, and look beautiful for you and your family. And I'm really glad that you're here. If you are a returning viewer, it is so great to see you again. I love doing these videos. I love connecting with you guys in the comments. So always make sure you're reaching out. Let's chat. I'm usually here live about an hour after any video goes up, and I love replying to your comments. Also, if you're new, I'm so glad that you're here. My experience with home organization is really based on my 32-year marriage and raising 3 children, all of whom are now young adults, but also I worked for the Container Store for many years. So I also learned a lot of tips and tricks from some amazing experts, and I'm thrilled to be able to share those things with you. I don't want you to get overwhelmed. I know for a lot of us, the linen closet is that dumping ground. It is that place where everything gets thrown. There are towels falling, there are sheets falling, there are pillows falling. You have Christmas quilts in there. You have things that have no business being in there. Well, at least if you're me. And there is no shame here on Joyful Living with Jen Lefforge. We can only move forward from where we are right now. So that's the first step, is be realistic about that linen closet and just give yourself a huge amount of grace. After all, we have all been through some pretty trying times, especially if you have children right now. The last thing you need to be beating yourself up over is your linen closet. Having said that, we're in those closets a lot. So they need to function well. And I think it can be one of the most important spaces in your home if it's organized correctly. So the first thing that I want to do is show you guys what this space looked like before. And I just want you not to judge me because it's bad. And I'm a person who had good systems in there, but we got so busy that I wasn't keeping the systems up, and I didn't realize that things just weren't really working for us anymore. Talk to you guys about this phase right here. What I have done is pulled everything out, and it is here on the bed. The only thing that I have put back in there is the toilet paper, which for sure has to be in that closet. That is the central location. That's where it has to go. Now I'm going to do 2 things. Number 1, I am going through and I'm going to figure out what of this mass of sheets is still for beds I even own, what is in good working order, what needs to be tossed, thrown away, donated, and then what's left, how do I want to corral it? Now, I have ordered a bunch of things from, not a bunch, I've ordered like a couple things from Container Store and a set of 3 things from Amazon. But I'm not even tackling any of that today. None of it's even getting here for a couple days. Today is just about sorting through what I've got and deciding what I want to keep and what's going to live in that closet. Back in the day, in fact, since I've had this channel, I used to always do these projects in one day. I have since learned that not only is it like better for me mentally to do it over a couple days, but it just makes me think things through more thoroughly so that I have a system that will actually stay put together for the long run. I did not do a good job with that with this linen closet. It looked great when I was done, but quite frankly, it did not function great. So I want to give it some more thought about what makes the most sense to actually live in this particular linen closet. Okay, now that you know what bad shape it was in, let's talk about the system that I came up with that actually I've decided is going to inform how I do all of the spaces in my home. So when you go to clean out a space, first thing I want you to do is take everything out like you saw me do, and I want you to put it all in one space. Now, this is the part that can feel super overwhelming. It's great to do this piece of it on a Saturday if you work full time, maybe during, an evening when you have about an hour or an hour and a half to dedicate to it. Like I shared with you guys when I did my Christmas closet clean out. Usually if you set a timer, you can get these things done a lot more quickly than you think you can, but it can feel super overwhelming. So if you have a partner, if you have an older child, someone that can help you with this, I highly recommend it. But the first thing I want you to do is go through all of the things that you're keeping in that closet and ask yourself this very basic question: do I want it and do I need it? Now, over the years, I have overthought this question. I did the Marie Kondo just like everybody else did, and I did go through the whole, does it spark joy? To me, that's a lot of pressure to put on a shower curtain or a sheet set. I'm not sure that that really works for me, but if I tell myself, do you need it or do you want it or both? That's pretty simple. I can go through that really easily, and then I just answer yes or no. I'm a simple girl. I need yes or no questions in my life. So if the answer is no, you have two choices, right? You can donate it or sell it, or you can put it in the trash. Now, I know everybody hates putting things in landfills. I hate putting things in landfills, but if something is truly not reusable, you really aren't doing your favorite donation center any favors by giving them trash. So try not to just do that thing where you just take it all to Goodwill or take it all to the big box that's in the parking lot of your local Walmart. Try to really think through, is this something that would be of value to someone else? If so, you can sell it, you can recycle it, and if not, put it in the trash, let it go and be blessed. And as your penance, you can maybe be more intentional about what you buy in the future. So then let's get into the second category. Do you want it and or do you need it? So if the answer is yes, then I want you to find a home for that particular item. Now, I still want you to think through though, is this, in this case, our linen closet, the best place to store this item that I want and or need? Because sometimes, especially if it's a seasonal item, that really high-end expensive real estate of your linen closet may not be the best place to keep it. I would venture to say if it's something that you're only using once or twice a year, let's say it's extra pillows or extra blankets, or maybe it's bedding for a guest bed that rarely gets used, try to find a different home for those things, whether that's an attic, a basement, a garage, maybe it's under your bed. And I have some storage options that are good for just that. But look at this as like the most important control center of your home when it comes to how you sleep, how you bathe, and then think about how much of your time is spent sleeping and bathing. A lot of your time. Let's really make this closet a place where we keep the things that we're using on a regular basis. So once you've decided, yes, you want it, and yes, you need it, and you've decided, yes, the linen closet is the best place to store it, I want you to assign it a home. Now, there's several different ways that you can do this. You do not have to spend a lot of money. I do, however, recommend that you choose a few boxes or bins that are cute. Not a lot of those. They can be expensive. There are lines that coordinate with each other at Target, at Walmart. Mine are from the Container Store, but just pick something that you think is cute. Now, this one in particular is not from the linen closet remodel that I just did. I actually have this in my utility room, but a box like this that has a cute pattern to it can be really fun, and I'll show you the ones that I have in the linen closet in just a second. Now, you can mix something cute like this with a little bit of style. Pick a color family that you like. Try to get multiples of either the same boxes or similar boxes, or at least in the same color family, so that the space looks cohesive. And I know it seems a little silly to have a cute space behind a closed door, but if you want to stay motivated to keep it up and keep it organized, having it look cute, I don't know, it's kind of like when you're having a drab day and you put on a coat of mascara. It just motivates you to go out into the world and do better things. So I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one that's motivated by cute boxes, but I'm really motivated by cute boxes. So then on the other end of the spectrum, we have things like plastic shoe boxes. Now, I always buy mine from the Container Store, mostly because all of the different sizes of these fit on top of each other really well. So whether it's the tall sweater box or the sweater box or the shoe boxes or the accessory boxes, they're all designed to stack. And stacking boxes in a linen closet is super important, especially for items that can tend to have a hard time being contained, like sheets, like blankets, like things along those lines. The other reason I love these is I love to stack them. A lot of us, myself included, have that big tall space at the top of the closet. And I love that you can stack these boxes on top of each other and you can easily see what's in them. So let's look at my linen closet. I'm going to show you what the process looked like for me. I'm going to show you the after, and then we'll come back here and talk about it. This is our work in progress. So I've got bins coming that will corral those things, and I'll show those to you guys when they get here. That's where the toilet paper goes. I don't know yet what I am going to put in that box or in that box. And also this one is empty. And then up there is where I plan on putting the bins that are coming that hold the blankets. So still have some work to do in here. I did label the twin sheets are in there, and then these are both sets of queen sheets. So in our house, we only have at this point queen beds, king beds, and one twin bed, okay? And the king sheets are stored in my room because I have the only king size bed. So this is far from done, but we're way better than we were. And yeah, still have some more thinking and decisions to make, but really happy with it. Also, I noticed this is a bin that I keep for my grown sons when they come home and inevitably don't have things that they need. Normally, this has all kinds of toothbrushes and soap and shampoo and deodorant, and it is very, very empty, which is good because that's what it's there for, but that needs a restock. So I need to take care of that as well. I wanted to be sure and show you guys this. These are the bins that I ordered off of Amazon. They come in a 3-pack. They were unbelievably reasonably priced. They have a really good zipper on them. And this is what I am storing extra pillows and blankets in, and these will go down in our basement. Now, I love it because there's a window so you can see what's in there. They're not like, they sell something similar to this at Container Store that's like 3 times the price. So, you know, you could definitely get a, like maybe a more structured box if you were going to stack them. But for my purposes and what I needed them for, I love it. I love that they have these handles so that if you have it up on a high shelf, it's really convenient. And yeah, I feel like these were a steal. So I will definitely link these in the description box below. Okay, everybody, this is our finished product. I am thrilled with the way that this turned out. So let's start at the top and I'll show you what we've got. Up here, I have these boxes and they are all labeled. I've got twin sheets on the top and queen sheets there. Now, my sons typically will wash the sheets that are already on their beds. So these are just backup sheets, but it's great to have them labeled and clean. And I have little sachets in there so that they smell good. And then over here, this is my guest bed. When I convert one of my son's rooms into a guest room, that's the quilt that I use, and then an extra set of guest towels up there. Now in this bin here, I have a couple of beach towels that didn't match, and I really do use all white bedding and all white sheets and all white towels. It's just easier for me. They're easy to bleach and keep clean, and it bothered me that those didn't match. So they went in their own little cute bin. Plus we don't use those as often, so they're more contained. This is the bin that has the extra toiletries in it. And as I showed you guys in the video, I did restock. I added some, makeup removal wipes for guests, a couple of razors. There's toothbrushes, toothpaste. There's some room spray, and then some replacement hand soap. So that makes me really happy. These are just those large bins that I'm a fan of from the Container Store. I'll link these below. Price point on these is really, really good, and they're great for corralling items like that. We have our big bath sheets here. I love these. These are from Costco, the Charisma brand, and I just bought new ones and I adore them. So I actually cheated for the video. That's why they look a little weird. I need to wash them, but I wanted to stick them in here because they're so nice. There's our regular family towels. I'm going to tell the boys to use those, and Scott and I can use those. And then here I've got our hand towels and our washcloths. And then down on the bottom, I have extra Kleenex and a couple of candles that I really love to use up here. Those are the Bayou scent from Southern Elegance. Love those candles. Here I have a first aid kit. Now everyone is always asking me when they hurt themselves upstairs where things are. So I thought I would do a duplicate first aid kit in the linen closet. And we've just got some Advil, Band-Aids, Neosporin, that little hydrocortisone cream, and then also some emergency Benadryl in case anybody ever has an allergic reaction to anything. I could probably put a couple more things in there, but I love having just really generalized, easy to get to first aid, especially if you have guests. That's a really good thing to have nearby and convenient. And this is just some back stock of soap that our family uses. And then of course our toilet paper. And then the steamer is staying in here because it is the most convenient spot for it. So that's where he lives. And then I've got a little lint roller. I just got a new one and I have an empty hook. I don't know what I'm going to put there, but I could not be happier. When I told you guys about that weird space at the top, look how tall that closet goes. So this is when having those bins that stack really makes a huge difference so that I can utilize all of that space, as opposed to before where I just had towels and blankets and pillows thrown up there and it's like a tower of linens. And this feels so much more orderly to me. So yeah, it's so zen. It's making me so happy. And I really feel like we can keep it this way. And by we, of course I mean me, but you know, regardless, it's just bringing me a lot of joy. I hope you have found this motivating and also helpful. Remember that home organization is not to look cute on Pinterest. It's not for you to be able to post an Instagram post. It's truly so that these spaces function for you and your family. And I really feel like it improves our quality of life when we can easily get to towels. We can easily get to extra soap. We know where the extra sheets are for the beds. All of those kinds of things. It seems like a small thing, but I think in our day-to-day lives, they're actually huge things. And it's worth investing some money and some time into making these hardworking spaces be the way you want them to be so that you and your family can get the most benefit out of them. If you like this video, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up. If you like home organization and lifestyle content, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And I do not do sponsored posts, so if you'd like to contribute to the upkeep of this wonderful channel, these videos are always brought to you by my amazing patrons, and I'd love for you to join us by clicking on the link in the description below. Whatever you're doing, I hope you're finding joy, and I'll see you next time. Bye.